Good morning from Punta Arenas in Chile. It is about 7:30 a.m. and it's time for a new camera. Let's go. I miss that. Oh yeah. Get the wind block for you, master photographer. That was a very successful sunrise shoot here in Punta Arenas, and I got a good idea of what everybody in the crew is sort of shooting with, what camera bodies they're using, and I'm going to touch on that a lot more in this video. Now it's time to hit the road. We are going all the way to Puerto Natales, about a 3-hour drive. Let's go. Go time. Go time. Oh no. Point that towards me more or less. Yeah. Oh. Right. Go time. Puerto Natales. We made it back in Puerto Natales, which is really nice. Good driving day. Doesn't seem too windy here, so we're gonna check into the hotel and then sit down and talk about why I need a new camera. It is time to dig into the meat of this vehicle. It is definitely also time for me to consider getting a new camera. The 5D Mark III that I have is totally beat. I've had it for 5 years. I know a lot of you watching the channel have seen some of the packing videos that I made, and you've seen this up close in some slow motion footage as well. It's got over 200,000 clicks. It's got a ton of really great images that helped build my business really over the last 5 years, which is amazing. It took me from amateur to pro, and I can't say enough about the 5D. It still actually works pretty well, but when there is all of these full frame mirrorless options on the market, it is very, very difficult to not want to buy a new camera, especially because the online course that I launched 2 weeks ago, the Introduction to YouTube for Video Creators, there was a small little snippet that I put in there that said if it was successful through the first 2 weeks and made enough money that I could potentially consider buying a new camera body, that I would do so and give away the 5D Mark III on this channel, just the body, but on this channel to one of you guys that is watching it, then I would do. And guess what? That has happened. It is time for me to buy a new body, stills camera body, and replace the 5D Mark III, which I will be giving away on this channel at some point in the future, probably when I get back from Patagonia. So for those of you that are newly subscribed to the channel and you're interested in potentially winning a Canon 5D Mark III body, even though it's been used, it still works fine. Be sure to stay tuned over the next few months because there's still a lot of fun adventures coming up on the channel. So what do we have here in front of us? Luckily for me, being a part of these Patagonia workshops, I am surrounded by a ton of really talented photographers that have some amazing gear. So we've got the EOS R here from Canon. This is the Z7 from Nikon. The Fuji X-T3, absolutely beautiful camera, the A7 III from Sony, and the RP, which is Brendan's new full-frame mirrorless, the little brother of the R. Now, the hardest thing for me to consider when looking to buy a new camera body is that I'm probably going to need to replace my holy trinity, which is the set of lenses that I've got for Canon, the 16 to 35 2.8, 24 to 70 2.8, and the beast here, the 70 to 200 telephoto 2.8. And even though I know the R comes with a new mount, it is still so tempting for me to buy the R with the adapter because I can keep these three lenses. I run my own small business. It's Snell Media. It is not a, I guess, like super financially rich business. You know that from watching the channel. I share a lot of my my business earnings and a lot of the jobs that I've had over the last couple of years with you. So I think you kind of get the understanding that it's difficult for me to drop 10 grand on a whole new system and replace all my lenses. So I'll be completely honest with you. I'm sort of veering towards the R. However, I want your help. I want your opinion. Out of all these cameras here, what do you think that I should be sort of looking to upgrade to? You know, I've been shooting the 5D3 for 5 years. Before that, I had the T3i Rebel. Before that, I had a Canon point and shoot. So I'm Canon brand loyal through and through. But there's this one time in my life, in the last 5 years especially, that I felt undecided. There's so many good options on the market that it's really difficult for me to pull the trigger. I know Sony probably has the best specs for both video shooting and stills, and it is true that I want one camera body that will be able to do both. You know, it would be so nice to have two cameras with the same mount so that I could only have 3 or 4 lenses and then 2 bodies. And the hardest thing for me with Sony is the ergonomics. I'm just not there yet on how it feels in the hand. I think I'd really need to spend like a week shooting with one, possibly even this one, the A7 III. I'm also very tempted to wait for the A7S III, which I think will come out sometime next year. So again, I'm really leaning to the R, but the R, I mean, this is with the 24 to 70 on it and the adapter. You know, and the 5D Mark III, when you look at them, the 5D Mark III is definitely beefier, but it's not like there's a huge weight difference. I mean, I should put this 24 to 70 on, obviously, but it's really long off the lens with that adapter. And as much as, you know, I want to go to full frame mirrorless, I want to like bring the size down and the weight, and that's where the Fuji X-T3 really shines. You know, this is an absolutely beautiful camera, but it's also a smaller sensor. I know the Fuji sensor is unique to their own brand, but then again, it comes down to all the lenses. I think out of all these cameras, I really like the feel of the Fuji a lot. I really like the feel of the Canon, the ergonomics. I like the flip out screen. The Nikon as well, the Z7 is, from what I hear, it's just a fantastic camera, but I've never really been a fan of just this on the screen. It's much nicer with the Canons for vlogging, especially in video creating, to have that flip out screen to bring it around like this. But I'm getting above and beyond my point, because really it's a stills camera that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a camera to replace the 5D Mark III. So help me out in the comments. Let me know what you think of these camera bodies, of what your opinion is for what I should replace the 5D3 with. I'm gonna read through every single one of them and get this discussion started. And then when I get back to Europe and I actually replace my still camera body with something else, I will be giving away this 5D Mark III body. Even though it's kind of beat to shit, it's got character, it's got a story, and if you're looking to upgrade to a full frame camera, if you don't have one, then this could be a pretty good free camera to start with.
Vamos, weón. Estamos en camino. Bye. Watch your noggins. Taking exposure to the next level. Look at those legs. They're are so white.
His legs are so white, he's so British. It's like, turn off the lights, man, your legs, God.
I thought I saw like the full moon. I was like, wow, what's so bright? I see the full moon. It was just Tom's legs.
Oh, wow. It is windy. I've got to hide out here behind the Black Beauty and finish the vlog. That was a little bit different, a little bit more sporadic because not a lot of pieces to camera, more B-roll, and the flow still kind of worked, and I was able to share really my thoughts and insights about it's time to get a new camera essentially, and hopefully being able to give away the 5D Mark III to one lucky person watching the channel. So lots to look forward to after Patagonia. Once I get back to Europe, going to get the new full frame mirrorless, whichever one it will be, and give away the 5D Mark III right here. So that's exciting stuff, and I need your help. Help me in the comments. Tell me what your opinions are and what you think I should get. If you think I should keep my Canon lenses, or if you think I should just like throw in the towel and get a completely new system. Really interested to hear your thoughts. I know a lot of you guys are photographers shooting full frame mirrorless already, or if you're not, maybe you're just like me and you want to make the jump but you're not exactly sure what to go with. So everybody's coming back now, which means it's time for me to sign off from this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like it, and stay tuned for more from Patagonia right here on the channel, and then much more after that as well. So cool to see so many new subscribers, and great to have you on board. So we'll see you on the next one.